This matchup that would be compelling even if both sides were struggling. But today they come in ranked in the top 25. This is going to be fun. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. To make the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. To the air, it's Reed. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. And the Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's. I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. A big defensive score.
Yeah, there's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texas A&M offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
To throw, it's Reed. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now here's the toss play. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop him for a loss.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill for him.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Reed. Looking to scramble. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Heading left at the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Rivalry born in 1894, Kirk, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but the Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come, because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport. Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Grabbed by the receiver. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Wide open downfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Brings up second down.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To the air, it's Manning. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Shotgun formation here on third down. And it's intercepted. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Offense comes up on first down with new life thanks to that holding penalty on third down. They're going to run. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Well, Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun, one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. It's Manning. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run.
Well, this is why this guy is one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Longhorns offense is on the move now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. It's a quick tackle. Spot the ball at the 11 in a red zone opportunity now.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Hits the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Texas. They couldn't stop him there.
Hey, the offense does their job of getting points on the board, score the touchdown, 6 points. All we need is an extra point. Chris, we got a tie game.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Reed. On the move now. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the completion made. And he's brought down there.
Man, it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Good enough for first down yardage. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's running out of time here. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Getting set, second down play here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Moves out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Concepcion. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Toss play to the outside. First down, looking for more now. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
The defense here went with softer coverage, played some zone. I think the quarterback and the receiver recognized that. Good job of coming back to the football, and the quarterback put it right where it had to be for the first down.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. What a catch! The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And it's good right down the middle. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this deep to begin the second half. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's got the first and still going. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Toss it to the back, running left. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. A quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch-and-catch combination all game, Kurt.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
28, Texas.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Dropping back, it's Manning. On the move now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. And the Aggies line up with a 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The ball is loose. The offense has it and still going. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And momentum really building. Now, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to advance on the ball. Texas.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Second down after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
He'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. And it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Good throw, catch made.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. From the shotgun, drops back. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? Touchdown, Longhorns. Great connection there for 6 points.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Now they're running on the toss. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Look out, room to run here. As the first down is still going. Here he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
24. Texas.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made on the sidelines, and that gain is enough to move the sticks. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The tight end makes the catch. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moving all the way to the 38. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. On the move now. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
But here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Heavy pressure. He lets it go. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. He'll try a pass here. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
2nd down after that previous play. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
He's found some room at the 45. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not flattling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board. Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally, this this afternoon. The defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
That's caught. It's Moss. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even
end zone ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. They continue to roll up the score. And the Aggies beginning to roll now. Kirk building the lead. This one is getting away from the Longhorns.
Chris, it's a shock to me. I mean, it's a rivalry game. You kind of throw out the rankings. You throw out the records. It's about playing today to see who the better team is. And the fact that A&M is pulling away like this is a shocker.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Kick this one away. Texas.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? The pocket breaking down. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And he throws his third interception of the day. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here the intercept.
He's looking deep here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Pitch to the back. Gets the first and still running. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Pounding away with the run game. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense really clicking.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
56, Texas. Texas.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And Texas Longhorns will take over. First and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Ball handed off. Breaks free. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, but that's just going to be too little, too late.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking for 6. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. The Nittany Lions will put it away to start the game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Badgers offense will go on the attack first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it's... ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn and hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Penn State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Denmark. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Nittany Lions will line it up on first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal... Turning it on! Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Once he got some room, it was over.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't...
Lots of room to run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Making side adjustments here. And back to the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Denmark. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're setting up the screen. There, got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
Run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Unloads quickly. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the mark.
They've got the screen set up. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Duggar. A little screen to the running back. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Run the gun. He leads it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He'll pull it down and run. After 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to pull out.
They They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's... Down after a nice game.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Duggar. He's going for the big play. Makes a catch at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Badgers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Ivy. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down.
With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Ivy. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Oh, near the sticks, it's Saunders. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Makes the grab. It's Ivy.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has... Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job of finding the end zone, running the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play hit.
Breaks into the open. Nice move. Creates some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. The give to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finds his man down the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. What a disappointment. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They go to the ground. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to the back. Fights off the defender. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Wisconsin, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Duggar. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.